Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. We are going to do a contribution roundup today to Supersize and Grow Your Business. We covered these 9 life framework areas this year, and over the next 9 days, we're going to cover one each day, and we'll probably do a roundup on it because family used to do rodeos, and so it's a fun thing. Think of the cowboy roundups and things of the olden days, at least here in America. So, what the heck does this even mean? We took one of each of the 9 life framework areas in this past year, and we focused on that. The first one we separated out and focused on in February was contribution. Contribution. What do we put out into the world? What do we give away? What do we give to other people in order to create the lives that we want and the businesses that we want? So one thing I had us all do, and you may have been present for this and you might not, and if you haven't, you can do it right now. Beginning of the year in January, we rated on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best, that particular area and aspect of our business. How much is our business contributing to the people that we want to serve? Our ideal clients, our perfect fit clients, whatever you want to call them, our dream clients, our dream customers. What problems are we solving for them? And how good a job are we doing at that? So we rated ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10. In January, I rated myself a 7+. Now, we did this again last week. I don't even know what the date is today, but we did it again this month, and we rated ourselves again on a scale of 1 to 10, and I rated myself a 5. Now, that's down 2+ points. So I have to ask myself, as part of today's roundup, what happened, why did that change, and why did it change in that direction? Then the other thing we did in early January, we did these one right after another. I don't remember the exact date that we did it, and it doesn't matter because you can do it right now. Think about your organization on a scale of 1 to 10, and you probably did it a week or so ago with me, and what did you rate it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you contributing? How much are you making the world a better place with your business? That's my measurement, my litmus test. It might not be yours, but whatever yours is, what is that number in your mind? If you're a 10, guess what? No room to grow, you're already perfect. So congratulations. Then we rated, and no, we didn't rate. We prioritized. After we rated them, we prioritized and did this for each of the 9 different areas. Then we prioritized them and said, okay, what we were trying to get at was what are our top 3 priority areas for this year? And I rated this at the beginning of the year number 1 because I wanted to make sure that I was putting out into the world what I want to receive back. I want to make sure that I'm making a positive difference and making the world a better place. I used to think everybody wants to do that, but it is blatantly obvious to me now that that is not true. And my truth and my reality is not everybody else's, but that's where I'm coming from, and that's the businesses and the people that I choose to work with. Beginning of the year, I rated that number 1. End of the year, I rated that number 2. Now, that's because I feel like I made progress in that area. So it's really interesting when we add subjective numbers to things that are really, when we add objective numbers to things, I'll get that straight someday, that are really subjective, and it's just up to us to decide what they mean and what they mean to us. We get some of this numeric things that don't make sense. Now, theoretically, if I went from it being my first priority to my second priority, that means it's not as important. Now, why is it not as important? That's part of our roundup, is analyzing that and deciding, well, is it number 1, 2, or 3? And does it really matter? Now, I will tell you, I work hard on all 3 of my top priorities. So as long as those are similar, I'm feeling okay about it. Now, I will tell you, I have not looked at the other priorities. So we'll discover it together as we go. And that's part of the process too, is saying, okay, if I can remember, and I usually check my handy dandy beginning of the year notebook for the answer. I don't always have 2, but I tend to fill up notebooks pretty fast, and journals when we're doing this kind of a project. So today, where are you? If you haven't done this before, where do you want to be? And brainstorm 3 ways to get there, because this is prep for next year, right? This is not by the end of the year, because chances are we're not going to make massive changes between now and December 31st, right? We got a couple of weeks. We've also got a couple of holidays in there, and I don't know about you, but most people I know totally shut down during the holidays and take that as their, I need to recharge my batteries time. I do a little of that, not probably as much as I need to, but that's why I want to keep this pretty simple for the next couple of weeks. So, level of contribution, where are you right now? and what are you rating it right now, and then what are the 3 things that you want to work on or do or improve or change with respect to your level of contribution next year. And keep in mind, with our businesses, we can set the big objective and goals for our organization. We are not responsible for 100% doing all the things that get us there, right? Which is what makes it so powerful. We set the direction, communicate the direction, and coach along the way, but we can get other people to help us do this. I used to have the belief that I had to do everything myself. Very disempowering belief, by the way. We think it's empowering, but it actually has the opposite effect. So, contribution today, do a review and roundup of it. Come up with 3 things you want to work on next year with respect to that area. And even if it isn't one of your top priority areas when we cover it, we're still going to pick 3 things for next year, because that's how we set the framework for a successful new year and a successful next year, right? Because we already know, at least in the back of our mind, whether it's one of the top priority areas for us or not. We will be continually working toward those things, whether we're focusing on them or not. That makes sense, I hope. If it doesn't, just ask. Go out, make an amazing day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.